Now, of course, there are many claims from many religions that they truly possess God's revelation to mankind. For example, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, etc. And for anyone discerning the truth of such religions, it can seem overwhelming to some extent. But man's intellect can know certain truths that automatically exclude certain religions. Thus, we can exclude Mormonism since they have a polytheistic conception of God, or gods, and further, these gods go through metaphysical changes. These characteristics automatically exclude Mormonism as being true since it violates the truth that God is an immutable or changeless being, and only one such being can exist. But what about a religion that possesses monotheism, such that there is only one God? Well, then the conversation changes to the actual distinctive claims of this religion, and specifically, the certain motives that incline man to accept it as being truly revealed by God. Islam is one of the religions that does accept monotheism, but their issue lies not necessarily in their views on God, as with Mormonism, but the actual validity of the religion as truly being revealed by God through Muhammad, whom they claim is the final prophet of mankind. Not any sword was raised, nor was any war ever fought, in order for early Christians to convert all of Europe, only the truth of Christian teaching itself. In fact, the apostles suffered greatly on account of Christ and spreading the truth of the resurrection, that they were willing to die for their beliefs. In fact, they did die as martyrs. Islam itself lacks any clear or distinctive motives of credibility that would incline man to accept it as being truly revealed by God Almighty. And this was all shown and proven by the intellectual giant, St. Thomas Aquinas. Thus does St. Thomas call out the teachings of Muhammad, for Muhammad invoked carnal pleasures of the flesh in his preaching, which he claimed came from God. St. Thomas writes, "On the other hand, those who introduced the errors of the sects proceeded in contrary fashion, as is clear from Muhammad, who enticed peoples with the promise of carnal pleasures, to the desire of which the concupiscence of the flesh instigates. He also delivered commandments in keeping with his promises by giving the reins to carnal pleasure, in which it is easy for carnal men to obey." And St. Thomas is truly right in his observation of Islamic teaching, since the Islamic view of heaven, for example, is very carnal and based upon the desire of the senses or passions of the flesh, for thus does the Quran describe the manner of the blessed in heaven. "Serving them, the blessed in heaven, will be immortalized youth, with cups, pitchers, and sparkling drinks, causing them neither headache nor intoxication, and fruits of their choice, and meat of birds that they may desire, and lovely companions, the likeness of treasured pearls.